Hey everybody, this is the Aggressively Medium podcast with Lee and Josh.
Hello, Josh.
I was really eating check mix.
You got all over me about not eating it while we're going.
Well, introduce you to the people that do this episode.
Well, hey everybody. Hey Josh. This is episode 88. It is episode 88.
This is the part that I normally do. I was just seeing how well you did it.
No, I'm not good at it.
Welcome back to episode 88.
Yep.
We've had a very tiring week. Both very tired. I'll tell you who's probably really tired. People who get the vaccine.
Yeah.
Not only.
Well, you just went right on into it. Huh?
Well, that's the way we do it around here. Not only just regular vaccine getters, but there's a guy who he has gotten vaccinated up to 10 times in one day.
So he's mentally ill.
No, he's an entrepreneur. He is getting vaccinated for other people. And then that way, those people can have the same rights as vaccinated people.
Oh, he gets the shot, they get the card. Why not just shoot it into like a couch cushion or something?
I don't think you can do that when you're standing next to the guy who's giving the shot.
Yeah, but isn't there
I've never gotten a vaccine, so I don't. I've gotten vaccines, just not the COVID vaccine.
Yeah.
But this guy's in New Zealand too, where they're pretty strict about stuff, I think.
There's not a database that's like, hey, this guy's been in here before.
Well,
Yesterday.
so a man in New Zealand may have taken health recommendations a bit too far when he got vaccinated against COVID as many as 10 times in a single day. According to Stuff, I don't know what that is. The man visited several vaccination centers to get shots and was paid to do so. The publication had already reported in October that many people may have been assuming the identities of others and getting COVID vaccines on their behalf in order to allow unvaccinated people to enjoy the same privileges as vaccinated. We're taking this matter very seriously and we're concerned about the situation and are working with the appropriate agencies. That was Astrid Corneef of New Zealand's Ministry of Health and COVID Vaccine and Immunization Program Group Manager. It's unknown where exactly the man got his shots, but he has recommended that he should seek clinical advice as soon as possible. So go to the doctor.
Yeah, they need to flush his system too.
Yeah,
That's
Nikki Turner, a professor at Auckland University,
Auckland,
told Stuff that there was no data on the safety of receiving so many vaccines in a single day. This is definitely not recommended, she said. We have no evidence as to what side effects somebody would have with this amount of vaccine. New Zealand has only had 44 COVID deaths since the beginning of the pandemic, according to Johns Hopkins University.
There's only like 244 people in the country.
Well,
There's not that many.
an eighth of those have died.
Yeah.
But what in the world, dude?
I couldn't imagine.
It's funny that there's some people that are so against it, and then this guy's like,
yeah.
I see some money in this.
I wonder what you charge for something like that.
That's what I was thinking. What would be your rate per vaccine? I think mine would go up per the amount of times I've gotten the vaccine.
That's not really scalable because then your 10th one would be 10 times higher than what you.
I mean, I'm not saying it's an
like
even percentage each time.
If somebody came up to me and was like, "Hey, go get the vaccine," how do you get? Do they look like him? How do you get the paperwork?
It's probably not that hard.
Yeah,
Like they're giving them out at CVS, and I think Piggly Wiggly was giving them out at one point.
Yeah,
Come on, they're not medical professionals over there.
so $1,000
Okay.
I guess.
For the first one?
Yeah.
Is the first and the 10th the same price?
I'm not doing it 10 times.
in a single day. This
I'm
guy
not-
got it 10 in one day.
I wouldn't get 10 COVID vaccines in 10 lifetimes. So you can do the math on that if I've gotten the shot or not.
Yeah. So my first number was a lot lower than yours.
This is like $500. That was my first thought was 500.
500. But then the second time, I'm probably going to be 6 or 7, honestly.
yeah.
Because like I think in my head, I'm assuming more risk each time I do it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it's like
Are
playing.
you?
Yeah, it's like playing.
They don't know.
To me, it's like playing
Roulette. Yeah.
Like I win. All right, let's put it all back on red. Okay, I win again. Put it all back on red. It's like I'm assuming more risk each time.
Yeah. I don't know. I couldn't imagine somebody paying somebody else to get a car. But it over there, like Australia, you can't blink
Yeah.
without
oh
your
yeah.
card.
It's bad over there.
Yeah.
Like in Australia for sure. I don't know about New Zealand.
Well, they basically almost touch. So it's
Well, we almost touched Cuba, but we're not.
well, yeah, but we're not on the same.
I was just saying, we almost touched Russia too.
That's probably. Are they
close.
giving out? I know it's close. Sarah Palin could see Russia from
From her
back porch.
backyard.
I don't know. $1,000. I don't know.
The first time.
Would anybody even do that?
I'm sure they would. Especially if you're in Australia.
But look, me being staunchly anti taking the shot, if it was like either get the shot yourself or pay somebody $1,000 to get it for you, I'd just get the shot.
yeah. Oh yeah. That's what we so
I don't care $1,000 worth.
there was a discussion at work where they were like, well, what are you gonna somebody was like, well, what are you gonna do if they make you take it? I was like,
Take
I
it?
guess I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You just gonna take it? Like,
Or go to prison?
oh no, or not have a job.
Right.
Like,
Thank God courts have stopped all of that.
yeah, but still, like,
Yeah.
if they're telling me to go get a shot, I'm not gonna. My family's livelihood. No,
Right.
I will not take the vaccine.
Super fine. Like,
Yeah,
it's just going to get the
that doesn't
shot.
make any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
get
get
the
it.
shot. Whatever.
Man.
So
Yeah. I'm a patriot to about $1,000 worth of being a patriot. $999 worth
well,
of a
I
patriot.
know where you're going after this to get my shot.
I was looking to see how you were going to transition to the next thing. It's like to fight? I don't know.
Yeah, to fight. You're gonna fight after this. You're gonna fight all those vaccinated people.
Oh.
How many vaccinated people you think you could take? We've done kids before, like 5-year-olds. How many?
Are we talking about like major city lefty?
Oh, I'm just talking about vaccinated.
Well, but there's probably a pretty big array of vaccinated people.
Okay, how many lefties, vaccinated lefties, you think you could take?
They have blue hair.
They live in Seattle.
Weapons?
No, hands.
Just choking them to death.
Yeah,
A couple.
2.
At once?
Yeah.
Oh, a couple.
Well,
maybe.
it's like round robin, like
Okay.
one after the other. Like one comes at you.
Man, I'd like to see these people first.
It's whatever you got in your head.
Oh, in my head of who that is, 1,000. 100,000 of them.
I can probably take 5, I think.
If it's what's in my head right now, the
Yeah.
person I'm looking at weighs 110 pounds
Uh-huh.
and has big Coke bottle glasses and blue hair and a flannel, like a child's large flannel on, because they're so small. 100 of them.
100.
I'd grab one by his ankles and then beat the crap out of everybody else with him.
It'd be like the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Incredible Bulk in your case. Speaking of fighting.
Yeah, there you go.
Speaking
Good
of
transition.
fighting.
It's a big UFC stuff this weekend.
Yeah. It was
This past weekend.
fantastic fight, honestly.
Multiple fantastic fights.
Yeah. We had Sean O'Malley whoop up on dude.
Yeah.
O'Malley's the UFC is counting on O'Malley being the next McGregor.
Yeah.
So they're cherry picking his fights a little bit and making him.
He beats the snot out of everybody.
He's working his way up though. I mean, he was in the not Ultimate Fighter. It's not the Ultimate Fighter anymore.
It was the Dana White
Contender Series, which those have been some fantastic fights because it's essentially two guys fighting for a job.
Right.
I mean, it's like if they told us, like, hey, you can make a living over here, but one of you's got to get the snot beat out of them.
Yeah.
I'm going to beat the snot out of somebody.
I'm going to try to.
I'm going to try, yeah. So Tuesday night's Dana White Contender Series, it's not on right now. But when it comes back on, great fights.
By the way, my idea of a lefty from Seattle is him without any skills.
Oh, Sean O'Malley? Yeah.
That's kind of...
Sean O'Malley looks like he works at AutoZone.
Yeah.
I said that this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could, yeah.
Him with no fighting skills is who I assume that question was about.
I could probably take 10 to 15.
I don't know.
Because I'm going to take it to the ground and then I'm going to choke them out.
Are they mad?
Yeah, they're mad that you're not vaccinated.
Oh, that'd fuel me even more, though. Like, do they know we're fighting?
Yeah, they know you're fighting.
Okay.
Why wouldn't they know you're fighting?
I'm just asking questions, man.
I'm just asking questions.
Clarity. Questions bring clarity.
Yeah. Well, then we had the biggest upset.
That big bulldog of a woman got her bell rung.
Nunes versus Pena. And after the first round, it was negative 4,000 on
the odds.
The odds on Nunes. So if you don't know what that means, you would have to bet $4,000 to win $100. Mm-hmm. And then Pena comes back, beats the brakes off of her.
Then chokes her to death. And they already have both agreed to a rematch.
Oh, they have? I haven't seen that yet. That's good.
She said yesterday. Because Pena said, like, at the end of the fight, let's run it again. And then...
well, because she knows.
Vasquez, or whatever her name is. What's her name? Nunes?
Nunes. I thought you were talking about somebody else. Yeah.
No.
Nunes. Yeah.
She yesterday was like, yeah, I got to figure some stuff out, but we can run it again.
Hey.
She's learned how to not get her bell rung.
Yeah. That was insane to me. Because I can't give that information out. Can you say that, like, I bet this weekend?
Yeah.
It's not
I wouldn't tell people that, but you can.
Well, I didn't bet this weekend.
Yeah.
For sure.
Josh has started doing that.
No, I have not, government. But yeah, so.
Well, you didn't make anything on it, so you don't have to tell the government
that's true.
about it.
But yeah, Nunes fight, that was insane.
Mm-hmm. It was literally the biggest upset in UFC history, as far as odds go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because you've got this, Nunes, she's got belts in both divisions. So that means she has slaughtered people in two different weight classes. Mm-hmm. And then you got this girl that is relatively, when you saw her walking out, she didn't look confident.
She looked like Nunes's babysitter.
Yeah.
She just looked like a mom. Who probably did CrossFit twice a week.
Yeah. She did not look confident. That's for sure.
Well, she probably thought she was going to die.
She probably did.
Like everybody else that's fought that chick.
That's how she looked the way that I would look
if I was in her position.
If I had to fight Nunes.
Yeah. Without a weapon.
Yeah. I'd be like, crap, this is going to hurt. For sure it's going to hurt. And then in my head, just thinking like, what's like the equivalent of like a football, like just like goofing around, like trick play? What's something that I can trick play this thing into going my way? You could do that
Matt Serra spinning back fist.
Yeah.
And just swing like a tornado.
And
hope you catch her.
Yeah.
Hope she gets her ponytail hung in the fence. Like that.
And then just go to town on her. Yeah. Like she can't get out.
Yeah. You tie it real tight.
Yeah. I'd pull a like Bugs Bunny and get on like a moped.
I was going to ask, so Blake is like a UFC computer.
Yeah.
as far as just like knowledge
Oh,
of
yeah.
every
He is a wealth-
person
yeah, he is a
in
wealth of
the
knowledge.
arena. I was gonna ask him if he's ever seen anybody get like a toe or a finger hung up in that fence, or like get an ear rubbed and like.
Yeah. I haven't ever seen that.
I haven't either.
I've seen people use, some people have used the cage,
Yeah.
like put their foot on the cage.
Yeah,
But you
but,
can't
like-
have your toe. That's like for a reason.
And they tell you get your fingers off.
Yeah.
Quit holding on to. But like, if somebody's ever gotten like one of those takedowns where you're sliding down the fence and you get a pinky hung, I'm sure it's
That would hurt.
happened somewhere
and some like off division.
or training or
Yeah.
something.
That would suck.
Get degloved. That's why you wear these rubber ones. That
Silicone.
that don't fit.
Mine does. Mine won't come. Mine's tough to get off.
Annoyingly, I just bought a new 3-pack of these. But what do you think?
That's probably why it don't fit.
Well, no, I got the same size as my old. I didn't. So
It's a Sam's Club.
no, I got these off Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Guess what my ring size is?
I don't know what my ring size is.
The average American is a 10.
Oh,
Male,
15.
16.
I was close.
Yeah, but it's too big. I need a 15. But 15's still
Pretty
I got,
big.
I got sausage
Yeah,
knuckles.
you got them banana fingers.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So big fight of the night. Well, we also had you weren't here for this fight, but Eric Anders, he's a former University of Alabama football player. He transitioned in the UFC.
He got on the card?
Yeah, he was on the card.
cool.
Yeah, he got beat.
Yeah.
But he also took the fight
I knew
on
he
such
fought. I knew he
late
fought.
notice. Yeah. He took the fight on very late notice, and so the odds were against him anyway. I thought he might could pull it off just because the only reason I bet on him is because he's from Alabama.
Yeah.
But he's actually been at Cobra a couple of times. I've seen him
Yeah.
at Cobra.
He played defense. He was like a safety or a linebacker.
Sure. I don't know what those words mean. But
It's the equivalent of like a tuba player in the band. I'm just kidding.
oh, okay. So he's I don't know. Never mind.
Yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, big fight of the night, title card.
We were right.
We were right. Oliveira versus Poirier.
Yep.
And Dustin Poirier beat the snot out of Conor McGregor twice,
Yep.
but didn't really prove anything in those two fights. Because it was
Conor broke
such
his
a
leg in the second one.
yeah. He broke his leg in the second one, and then
The other one was so long ago that like it's
it was this year, I think.
the first one.
Yeah, yeah.
He fought him twice in a year. Mm-hmm. Oh, never mind.
I'm fairly. If it wasn't this year, it was last year.
I thought it was like 2019 or
Nah,
something.
no. It was yeah, he fought him twice this year. Once in January, once in July, and then
Wow.
yeah.
That's a quick turnaround, isn't it?
Yeah, the first one was a knockout
Yeah.
in the second round. The
Second one was a TKO. Is that how they do that?
Well, no, so that was a doctor stoppage, medical stoppage.
But it's still a W.
Yeah, it's still a W for Dustin Poirier. And then me and you talked about it. Everybody was against us. Literally everybody.
Yeah.
If you went through
Me,
ESPN,
you, and Oliveira
yeah,
were the only three people.
maybe just me and you. I don't know.
No,
Yeah, but so if you the day before, because I went through ESPN and I was just scouring ESPN for like somebody's got to say Oliveira's got a shot in this.
he's
thing.
got the belt. He's like
He's
he
the
was
title holder.
Yeah.
And nobody. Justin Gaethje said it. So Justin Gaethje said two different things. The beginning of the week, he said Poirier's got it. At the end of the week, he was the only person that was saying Oliveira might.
He must have watched that same Oliveira YouTube video I watched on the way to your house. Because
Oliveira is the best
submission guy.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's got the best game probably right now in the world.
He'll bloody your face up too, though.
He has good striking, he doesn't hit hard, which is one thing that Poirier said.
But he
is
hits
like,
well.
He said there was never any punches that were like doing significant damage to me.
But
when you're getting punched in the face,
up,
you're getting punched in the face.
I'll
it don't
jump
matter.
on your back and choke you to death.
And if that's so, the second round, Poirier got him in his guard, which in a UFC fight, unless you are a fantastic jiu-jitsu guy,
Which Poirier is not. That's a bad
do
position.
not put anybody in your guard.
But when they asked him afterwards, he was like, I had to stay there because I didn't want to do anything to where he'd get my back.
Yeah.
Which is exactly
Which
what
is
he did.
what he did in the third round. He
Yeah.
got his back, and he
Choked him out immediately.
standing up,
Immediately.
choked him.
It's what he does to people.
He's a great.
My knowledge of current UFC is very limited.
The 2 fights you've watched at my house this
Well,
week.
no,
this
I mean,
year.
but so I just YouTube it,
Yeah.
and I YouTubed Poirier's fights from his career and Oliveira's fights from his career. It's like these are two different people.
Yeah.
These are two different levels of people.
Poirier has gotten a lot better.
Yeah, his he was bad.
Well, but so Oliveira was ranked to be like one of the top guys. Had a losing streak. He like got into partying.
He let the world get a hold of him.
Let the world get a hold of him, and now he's back on track. It's going to be tough. I don't see a lot of people.
Because what was Blake saying?
Currently.
He's so old that like these young guys coming up are going
yeah,
to be.
I mean, that's
He
going
also
to
said
be.
Poirier's going to win,
Yeah.
and he didn't.
Well, but we knew.
We knew.
We knew.
Dude, I'm not even kidding. I watched. It was like a 13-minute YouTube video of all of his finishes, and I was like, I don't know how you beat this guy.
So,
Unless you catch him and knock him out.
which is very likely, because the one thing that Oliveira doesn't do well is protect himself.
Not if you listen to Joe Rogan.
He got knocked down
Yeah.
a couple of times in this fight, and then in the Michael Chandler fight, got knocked down, and it was like, this is over. Like there was, it was. I thought for sure Chandler was gonna just beat the brakes off. The clock stopped, so he got a second round.
Yeah.
But
And then he choked him to death.
well, no, he knocked him out.
He knocked him out.
Yeah, he knocked
See,
him
he'll
out.
knock you out.
I agree. Oliveira just has so many ways to win.
Oh my gosh.
That I just don't see anybody. If he improves his stand up game more over the next year,
Yeah.
he'll be Khabib. He will be Khabib. Nobody will be able to touch him.
Yeah.
Because what are you going to do to him?
Yeah. You have to knock him out cold.
It's got to be you two are coming into the ring, round one, bell dings, you come in, flying knee to
You
the
ring
face,
his bell.
knock him out.
Yeah. Because if you just knock him down and go jump on him, he's just going to climb on your back and choke you to death.
Yeah. And so Khabib has even said, so if you don't know who Khabib is, he was like,
He's the best fighter of all time.
arguably. He ended his career.
He retired
He retired with
with
0
the belt
losses.
undefeated.
Yeah. He actually said that, he said right now is like Charles Oliveira.
That's the easy part of his name.
And he impressed me. I really believe he is one of the best fighters in the world right now and the best lightweight in the world. It's going to be very interesting to see if the next fight, Islam wins and Charles wins. They're going to fight at the end of next year. It's going to be a great fight.
Yeah.
And Islam is like Khabib's
2.0.
Yeah. Yeah. Which he's not.
That's good.
He's not as good. He's not crushing people like Khabib was. But, I mean, that's
That's
like
hard to
saying,
do.
oh, well, this is the next Michael Jordan. It's like, he might be the next Michael Jordan, but he's not going to be Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So you had that. And then, but you also had, like, this is one thing I love about UFC is it's kind of like WWF wrestling
Yeah.
in the fact that everybody's just like, you suck. Fight me.
Yeah.
You know, like it's
Now that Twitter's a thing,
Yeah.
and you just
Yeah,
call
yeah.
everybody out. You can call out 8 people at a time.
that's not happening in football.
Right. Because
People aren't like,
it's set already.
yeah, yeah,
Packers, I want you.
yeah. I'm gonna take the Packers this week.
Yeah.
But so Nate Diaz,
I don't like those guys.
well, so he said, how did Conor let Dustin Poirier F him up hella times? He sucks. Like Nate Diaz essentially is saying Poirier sucks.
And then they said, let's fight.
Yeah. And then Conor said, you lanky string of piss.
Oh,
He got lunked around. He got lucky twice. That's it.
I don't know if you get lucky twice.
Is what it is. Embarrassing night for him. All right. That closed guard game. WTF. What was that? What was
What
that?
would a McGregor done?
All good. Happy Saturday night. Horse yuppie. Yup. It's proper 12 day tomorrow. But yeah. So, and then what's interesting is Masvidal has come out and he's like, why are all you guys talking crap?
Yeah,
Y'all aren't any good.
Masvidal's irrelevant now, though.
But
Yeah,
he's essentially, he knows where his place is. And he's telling all these other guys like,
yeah.
well, you suck.
Connor's still on crutches. Be quiet.
Yeah. He's also 190.
He beefed up.
Looks like.
He looks like a normal person now.
Well, he looks beefed up.
Did his face get fat?
Not really. I mean,
Granted, if I had to snap my leg in half, I'd probably beef up too. Like Couch said.
yeah. He looks bigger, and I guess if you saw him, you'd be like, "Oh, that dude's ripped."
Mm-hmm.
But
Look at that crazy tattoo on his chest of a bad tiger.
yeah, a bad tiger.
Look, it's a bad tattoo.
Have you seen him talk to his kid? Like some kid like throws sand on him or something, and then he's like, "You go beat him." It's like, kid's 5 years old, dude. Chill out.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Are you looking up a beef 190 Conor McGregor?
Yeah, well, I typed in Conor McGregor beefcake, and I just it's hard to nail down what you're looking for sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, here he is. So that's McGregor on the left at fighting weight,
He's huge.
but he's not going to fight at
His
that.
face looks like Stephen Furtick's face in that picture.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's definitely beefed up, and I like if I looked like him
Yeah,
at
I'd be
190,
happy. Yeah.
I would be ecstatic.
His let himself go is a goal of most people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like the Nate Bargatze joke. I saw the before picture, and I was like,
Does that guy have a video?
Does that guy got a video? Yeah. And that's one thing we were talking about too at the UFC fight this weekend is like that guy is the same weight as me.
Yeah. Right.
And we look nothing alike.
Yeah.
I don't understand. It doesn't make sense.
Genetics.
And training.
Yeah.
It's working out. It's
There's
a lot
genetics
of
in there too, though.
Sure.
Because yeah. That makes people feel better, though. Like, it's just freak genetics.
Yeah, it's just genetics.
Yeah.
That's all. Also, coming up this weekend, we got another UFC fight. But we also have another Jake Paul fight. He's fighting Tyrone Woodley again.
Again?
So
I bet Woodley beats the pants off of him.
that's
Because he's like, okay, we did this one for promotions and money and stuff. This time I'm going to shut you up.
it's essentially what he's saying.
Good.
So, Jake Paul was supposed to fight Tommy Fury, which is Tyson Fury's stepbrother, who's actually like a legitimate boxer. He's like working his way up through the rankings, as you should. But they were supposed to fight, but then Tommy Fury like dislocated a rib, broke his hand or something, like can't fight. And so Tyrone Woodley is taking the fight essentially at a week's notice. I've got, if I was a betting man, I've got my money on Tyrone.
Yeah. You know how we've done the 3 wishes from a genie thing here before? I would change one of mine to the Paul brothers becoming irrelevant.
Getting murdered?
No, they can stay alive, but nobody cares about what they do
One
anymore.
of mine would probably be that they, in the ring, they just get...
Well, that
Yeah.
however it happens, that both of them get like deserted on an island or something.
Yeah.
And forgotten about.
Yeah.
Not that they die, but that they get forgotten about.
I can agree with that. I'm not a big fan of the two of them.
I hate you're famous for being famous. I hate it.
I think there's a degree of
YouTube videos.
They worked their way up.
Okay. Still.
I mean, we did better than we are.
Well, yeah. They've also been doing it a decade.
Yeah.
And they make videos.
We make videos.
Yeah. We need to go to Japan in that forest.
Yeah, no.
We'll blow up.
Absolutely not.
No, you couldn't get me within 100 miles of that forest.
But so Tyrone Woodley, Jake Paul 2 this weekend. I've got money on Tyrone Woodley.
Yeah.
And it's pretty good odds too. Like you double your money if you bet on. If you bet $100, you make if you bet $10, you make $21 if Tyrone Woodley wins.
You double your money.
You triple your money. Doubling your money would be 10 again. You would walk away with $31 essentially. The 10 that you bet and then the 20.
You walk away with 21. Or you walk away with 11. Or, no, you bet 10 and win $31
altogether.
But so you made
your money.
But you made $21.
You made $21. Would that be doubling your money?
Yeah.
I think no. It would be. I give you 10. You give me 20 back. That would be doubling my money.
Yeah, you give me 10 and then you give me 31. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
But you bring in 21.
Yeah.
Per 10. That's
per 10. Yeah. Right now.
Yeah. I can't get excited about those celebrity boxing matches.
Yeah. I mean, one judge in the last fight thought that Tyrone had it. So.
And no matter what you say, there's a level of like, don't beat me up. We're doing this for money.
I think the second time it might be a little different.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Well, so I say that, but also if dude's giving me $3 million or something.
And he tells me, don't even punch me once. Okay.
Yeah. I saw an interesting commentary this week because Jake Paul has said, if you knock me out, I'll give you an extra $500,000.
You're dead. You're asleep.
This guy was saying, is an interesting commentary, said Jake Paul is trying to like bluff his way into like, I'm doing good. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like,
because I said, if you knock me out, I'll give you $500,000, and he didn't knock me out, so I can't be knocked out.
Yeah. And hopefully Tyrone Woodley is going to call his bluff.
Yeah,
knock him the F out.
You know, one thing that this is probably a very unpopular opinion.
What?
Sports in general, the celebrations, like how they jump up on the ring.
You're not a fan?
No.
You want to be like the Paul Bryant?
So this is what I've thought for years, is that like it could really be in any sport. Like if you starch a guy, let's just talk. We've been talking about UFC. Mm-hmm. So like Oliveira chokes out Poirier, and then just stands up and walks off. Like that's bad.
It is bad, but I don't think there's any way to control that emotion.
Right, I know that. But like if you catch like a game-winning touchdown in the national championship game, you just hand the ball to the ref.
So let's boil it down to, okay, you get put in a ring with somebody.
I understand.
No, stop. Let me work it out. And this is a fight to the death.
Well, they're not.
It's a fight to the death.
Okay. So this isn't UFC.
No, this is not UFC. This is
boxing.
this is somebody's private island that they kidnapped you and this other guy.
Hunger Games.
Yeah. When you beat that guy, are you just going to get up and be like, "All right, I'm going home"?
I'm just saying how bad. Like,
yeah,
whoa,
it'd be pretty.
Like
BA.
this is just a Tuesday.
Yeah,
that you like win the title or score the game-winning touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
you just.
But also like that primal cry at the end of it.
You have to scream like once an episode in the microphone. But yeah, I understand all that, and you're amped up and all that. But just to be like,
whatever,
right,
whatevs.
Where's my stool?
Yeah,
and it's just like, well, this guy's an assassin. It's his job.
Yeah,
it's not like
because doesn't do it for fun at all.
Because it seems like there's a level of like, I did it.
Yeah,
when you like celebrate like crazy, but if you just go out there and just stone cold somebody, and then you're just like, all right, It's just like, what do you do
Yeah.
in your free time?
He's not
that
married.
This isn't exciting.
Yeah.
I would just like, I hope to someday see it because I've never seen it
Yeah.
where you just, it's some important thing. Because like if you're down by 50 points in a football game and you happen to score a touchdown, you just hand the ball to the ref because you're losing by 43 still. But but like in the moment, big moment, you accomplish what
Like if Pena would have, when she knocked Nunes.
when she choked her out, just stood up and was like, "What's next?"
Yeah.
Like, who are you?
Don't bring my kid in here.
Yeah.
It's whatever. I'll be out there in a second. Yeah.
All right. You good with UFC?
Yeah.
All right.
That's good.
There's really no transition. I just saw a list of the top 50 movies of the 21st century, so 2000 and now.
Yeah.
And we're not going to go through all 50.
No.
I promise.
What was it, top 10?
Yeah, we'll do 10. Have you seen it? Do you think it was that good?
Okay.
10.
Toy Story.
No, I wish. Memento.
That was with,
Christian Bale.
I haven't seen it.
I've seen parts of it.
I haven't seen it.
It's the one where he doesn't sleep for a year and he weighs like 100 pounds and he actually did it in real life, got down to that weight. And supposedly he has to like write himself. He forgets everything every day or something. And he's got like, I don't know. It was good. Almost Famous.
Who's this list by?
Mental Floss.
Okay. Almost Famous.
It's got that blonde headed chick in it. It's the one where like the high schoolers are groupies for that band in the 70s or the 60s and they just follow them around. Anna likes it a lot. I've seen parts of it. Number 8 is Inglourious Bastards. Fantastic
I've seen that
movie.
one.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd put it in my top 10.
Yeah.
But it's a good movie.
Yeah. And this is top 10 of the past 21 years. So it's not all time.
Oh, well, I'm not probably putting anything past 21 years in there. Anyway.
7 is There Will Be Blood. That's the old movie with
pretty good movie. Not Josh Brolin.
No, There Will Be Blood is
it's a guy with a mustache.
yeah. He's in
It's a Coen Brothers movie.
yeah. Oh, Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah, Daniel Day-Lewis.
It's good.
And then that really like squeaky, puny guy, Paul Dano.
Yeah.
He's the like in a bunch of movies.
There Will Be Blood is good.
Yeah.
6 is Moonlight. I don't even know what that is.
Oh, so it was a movie that came out I think last year, and it was about the reason it probably didn't hit your radar is it's like an LBGTQ movie.
No.
A look at 3 defining chapters of the life of Sheeran, a young black man growing up in Miami, his epic journey to manhood, guided by kindness, supportive, and love of the community that raises him. I think in the end of it, he gets AIDS or something.
Probably. I haven't seen it. Won't see it probably.
Yeah.
It was 2016, by the way.
Oh, okay. Well, I just thought it was.
That was 5 years ago.
Yeah, dadgummit.
Number 5, No Country for Old Men. Fantastic.
Good movie.
Very good.
So these brothers like Coen. These guys like the Coen brothers a lot.
Well, the Coen brothers are like the directors of the 21st century. So,
yeah, I mean,
I hate the ending of that movie where the crazy guy just walks off after getting in that car accident.
Yeah.
Like, that's frustrating.
Did you see Ballad of Buster Scruggs?
All of them.
That's okay.
They're cool. I like them.
I wasn't a big fan. Anyways.
Did you watch all of them?
Yeah.
The most depressing one is that Stump kid and like his dad or whatever that go around. He doesn't have any arms or legs.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like a carnival. That one was sad because he dies then. Number 4, Parasite.
Oh, is that the
Asian
Japanese?
movie? Yeah.
That was a pretty good movie.
I didn't watch it.
It was pretty good.
But it's
pretty good.
It was like lower middle class people go and kill all the rich people, take their stuff.
Yeah, I think it was like low class.
But
yeah,
not a very good message.
It was a good movie.
Number 3, The Social Network.
I mean, I remember watching it when it came out and thinking, "Oh, this is pretty good."
Yeah.
Again, not in my top 10.
Yeah. Number 2, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Haven't seen it.
So
It's
stupid.
got Jim Carrey in it,
It's
right?
Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
And he's like
Almost
trying
any
to,
Jim Carrey movie where he's serious.
yeah. I'm not a big Jim Carrey's repertoire is scream silly. Be
Yeah.
real silly and over
Which
the
is
top.
good for a while.
It's good for the Grinch.
Yeah, The Grinch. Jim Carrey had some great movies,
But like
but it gets old.
Liar Liar and Yes Man are basically the same movie.
Yeah, Yes Man was an okay movie, but like look at The Mask,
Crazy over the top.
Dumb and Dumber,
Crazy over the top.
Ace Ventura,
Crazy over the top.
Dr. Seuss,
Crazy. Ugh.
Truman Show's okay,
Yeah.
Bruce Almighty.
Crazy over the top.
I'm going through movies that like are good movies.
Yeah.
I think. Batman Forever.
He's
He was the
Joker.
Riddler.
The Riddler. That's right.
Yeah. He's got some really good movies, but then like when your shtick runs out,
His comedy movies are all the same.
which again is good for a while, but then gets old.
Yeah. Number 1 came out in 2017. Get Out. Never saw it.
It's a good movie. Fantastic movie.
Yeah.
You probably already know the ending of it, and so
I've been told about it 1,000 times.
I think it was a good movie. So there's some of those that I expected it to not be as many movies that I was like, oh yeah, I've heard of that or I've watched that. But I mean, not a horrible,
Yeah.
not horrible. So this is something that I saw this week that I thought was pretty cool. Name 3 movies that don't exist. Come up with 3 movie titles to movies that do not exist.
What do you mean?
Something that sounds like it's a movie title.
Shazam.
Well,
There's one.
not like that. Not like that. Like something that's like something that sounds like it's a movie title.
I pooped my pants. There's probably a movie of that.
It probably is. But like
Is that in the vein of like everything's been made already?
kinda is it, but it's also like it's just kind of like what's a like you could conceivably you could say, hey, I watched
My Best Friend.
My Best Friend this weekend.
I don't know if that's a movie or not.
If it's not a movie that we've both seen, it's not or heard of, then it's not.
There's
not,
a song called My Best Friend.
Yeah, it's not big enough for us to like care about it, but
Oh, My Best Friend, 2018 film.
it's probably some low budget.
It looks like there's multiple My Best Friends.
I'm sure there are.
There's one about a horse. There's one about these little boys look gay. You can get both of them at Target. So they're definitely gay. So that's my stance on Target.
That's my stance on Target.
Yeah.
So you got one movie, My Best Friend.
Shazam.
That's not one.
That's 2. Because that's not a movie.
It's not a
Even
movie,
everybody
but
thinks
that's
it is.
yeah.
I'm not coming up with 3. Seems like something you've thought about. So maybe
No,
you have
it was just a TikTok thing that I saw and I thought it was funny. I haven't thought into it. Eternal Gratefulness.
Paint Me Pretty.
Paint Me Pretty. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Who's in that one? Sandra Bullock.
No, who is Mary Jane in the blonde-headed
Yeah.
her, or the chick from 50 First Dates?
Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, she's in it,
Yeah.
but she's the mom.
She's the mom of Paint Me Pretty Girl.
Yeah,
Is it a movie about she was the nerd?
no.
And then
So she gets into the art scene and is a nude model, but she gets sold into sex slavery. And it's the mom.
Is Liam Neeson in it at all?
No, he's produced it.
He produced it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
He knows a thing or two about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So Yeah, but it's Drew Barrymore finding her daughter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she Liam Neeson's
She finds the painter and chops him up and puts him in the trunk of her car. It's based on a true story.
based on a true story.
Out of Portland or Washington, wherever that was we talked about. Remember the dad?
Oh yeah. That killed the kid.
It's a play on that.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. That's where I was trying to go through with that. The TikTok just said like, hey, name 3 random movies. But I think it's more fun when you name a movie and then you're like,
Cheat Mate.
Cheat Mate?
Yep.
Who's in that?
Who played Stephen Hawking in that movie?
Matthew Broderick?
No, he played. Nope, it's Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield.
He didn't play Stephen Hawking,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he's the title character.
Okay.
So he gets caught up in a. He's like a grandmaster in chess,
Okay.
but he cheats,
Ah.
and it's a scandal. Yeah, it's one of those artsy movies.
Yeah.
But there's your 3.
Who's the love interest? Is there a love interest?
No.
It's not a love interest.
No.
It's the game.
He's
love interest
he's
is the game.
extremely autistic. So it's like Rain Man, but with chess.
Yeah.
But he gets caught.
But he gets caught. Yeah. That's a good movie.
But then redeems himself and becomes a coach.
I'd probably go watch Paint Me Pretty before I watch Checkmate.
Yeah.
But both sound like
Maybe
great
Paint
movies.
Me Ugly.
Paint Me Ugly.
Yeah. Maybe not because it's about sex trafficking. It's not
Well,
pretty.
Paint Me Pretty is it.
She thought she was
She
going
thought
to
she was
be
going to be
painted pretty.
painted pretty, and really she
That's
was.
the tagline.
Yeah, she thought.
In a world.
That's awesome.
There you go.
The Candlemaker.
Is this about Meg?
No,
No.
this is oh gosh.
Is he a murderer? He's a psychotic murderer. Okay, I got you right here. So, now this is
Rated R.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is one of those where probably Paramount Plus. It doesn't go to
Yeah,
theaters because
he kills people and then uses their fat
to
as
make candles.
Yep, I've seen that one. Plot twist at the end, though.
It's not. Plot twist at the end. Oh, but
Who's
I've
the
got
Candlemaker?
it. I've got
Who's
it.
the Candlemaker?
Daniel Day-Lewis. I've got it. So
Okay.
his thing is that he gifts candles to the victims' families
Oh,
of them.
it at the candlelight vigil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm scared. I'm nervous.
Who figures it out?
He turns himself in.
But who's the lead detective?
There isn't one.
There's got to be a lead detective. There's just a bunch of people getting murdered.
Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo. I could see him doing that.
Yeah.
Gosh, see, that's a great movie.
Yep.
That's a good. I like that.
Because Ruffalo's sister is the first victim. And nobody thinks it's Daniel Day-Lewis except Ruffalo, but he has no way to prove it. He spends the movie trying to prove it. And then when he busts into the basement, when he tracks him down, Daniel Day-Lewis kills himself and leaves instructions on how to turn himself into a candle for Ruffalo.
Or he's already chopped off a piece of his calf or something. And
He's armless.
Yeah, he's
One arm. He's still got one.
He's rendering the fat as he's caught,
That's the name of the
and
movie.
he blends out.
The Candlemaker, rendering the fat. Or we could do a title change, and it's called Rendering Steve.
Rendering Steve.
That's his name.
Oh, gosh,
He's the renderer.
he's the renderer.
Yeah.
I think this is a great segment.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
We can keep doing it.
So speaking of
Movies.
movies,
Movie stars.
stars, Chris Pratt, who surprisingly
Did
wasn't
he get in trouble for being a Christian?
he got in trouble for talking good about his wife.
Oh, I saw that. Happy birthday.
Yeah, and
They were on a boat.
Joe Rogan defended him.
Good.
Joe Rogan defends Chris Pratt from online criticism, says the actor gets in trouble because he's Christian.
Yeah, that's great. So, Chris Pratt.
Yeah, so everybody is apparently upset at Chris Pratt again. So the first time it was because of his daughter being born
Healthy. And he was happy about it.
And he's happy that she was healthy. And everybody's like, oh, he must be talking about his other kid that's special needs.
Yeah.
This time, people were upset because he was being sexist. Because he was...
She's a good mom and a good wife and
Well,
stuff.
he said, the only thing I hold more valuable than my Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card
is her.
So she's an object to you? I'm just saying what the people say. It ain't up to me.
Out of all the people that people get really mad at for stupid stuff, it's like Chris Pratt is a really good guy.
Seems to be.
Yeah, who knows?
Seems to be a good guy. I mean, I'd trust him to watch my kid for an hour.
Yeah. I'd want to stay and hang out, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's dumb.
So Chris Pratt doesn't love his wife, but you know of ways to figure out
Oh, gosh.
if your relationship's going to work,
All
right?
So I came across this article.
Uh-huh.
Let me find it. How to know if you love someone. 9 signs from a couples therapist.
Oh, this will be good. Are we supposed to rank how many of these we have?
I don't know. Maybe not. Depends on how it goes. Depends on the list. Most people, if you ask them, they'll just say, you'll just know. Or when you know, you know. This classic.
Yeah.
So these are 9 things that'll actually
Tell you.
Okay. You go to sleep and wake up thinking about this person. Strike 1. Like, I don't know. I'm a little busier than that to just.
Well, I mean, she's right next to me.
True.
I guess I'll wake up and I'm like, she's still here?
Yeah. Or like, oh, she's up already.
Yeah. I guess.
Okay, but that's not what this means. This means
I know what it.
you can't not think about
Which
them.
this might be like dating too. Like this might be the like.
It didn't say like once you're happily married. This is if you know if you're.
Yeah, you've been married for 16 years.
Yeah. Number 2, you want to take care of them and vice versa.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to take care.
I feel like you'd have to.
Yeah.
3, you feel like you grow together. Yeah.
Grow old.
Yeah, like in age.
Yeah. Yeah, we grow in age.
And size.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we grow together.
She grew an extra foot and
Yeah. All right. Number 4, you're motivated to show affection.
I mean, I guess.
When you love someone, you'll want to show it off to continue to cultivate a loving relationship and let your partner know you care about them.
Show it off to them or show it off to other people.
Depending on your love languages, you might have unique ways of showing your affection.
Okay.
So just be affectionate.
Yeah. Okay. So you do things for the other person, essentially.
Yeah. 5, they compliment you rather than complete you. That's the most level-headed thing I've heard in a while.
I'm smart.
Yeah.
And she's loving.
I was going to say, you can finish
just
that
kidding.
sentence for yourself.
I'm just kidding.
But yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No thing around here should complete you.
No. If you think something's completing you, then it's...
Yeah. 6, you crave them physically.
Sure.
Yeah. Doesn't just mean sexual, because that's just lust. That's what this says.
Oh, well.
Since this may also be a sign of lust, make sure you're experiencing this along with all the other signs of being in love.
Again, this
so there's
is
more
this
than
is,
just sexual attraction.
Again, this is when you're dating. This has got to be when
you're courting.
Yeah, sure. You're courting and having sex.
Number 7, yeah, which we don't condone.
No.
7, you feel physical symptoms. You feel physical symptoms. I'm going to have to explain.
Diarrhea?
A 2016 paper found that experiencing such knots in your stomach, loss of appetite, butterflies, tinglies.
When you're dating.
Yeah. When you have time for that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
8.
I had knots in my stomach last night, but it was in between feedings and
That's like the Nate Bargatze where you walk past them in the hallway
Yeah.
like strangers.
Yeah.
There's a feeling when you have those.
Yeah. That's a physical feeling.
Dead go. Like, what did I just say? We're about to fight. There's a knot in my stomach then.
Yeah.
8, you notice yourself planning the future with them in mind. Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Well,
We're
yeah.
married. Like I'm not,
Right. Yeah.
I'm not planning on going on vacation without her.
Number 9, you're willing to put in work.
Okay. I mean those are reasonable.
Yeah.
All
and
of those
10,
are reasonable.
water's wet.
Yeah. All those things are reasonable. I
Yeah.
mean, if you don't feel some of those things for the other person, it's probably time to head on out.
Everyone experiences love differently, but these signs are good indicators that you're on the right path.
I'd give them that. That's okay. That's not over the top stuff that I was thinking it was going to be.
Yeah.
Like you.
Apparently, it's not that hard to be a couples therapist. If that's your 9 points of your whole career.
There's not a ton of jobs I don't think I could do.
Right. Astrophysicist,
Yeah. Rocket scientist.
nuclear biologist,
Physicist, yeah.
Doctor.
Nuclear biologist.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's new.
Yeah.
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 Took a class on it.
Yeah. I'm sure you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Couples therapist, super easy.
Oh my gosh, there are just so many related articles that have to do with this. 13 questions to ask your partner to deepen your relationship. That's terrifying.
What's for breakfast?
6 red flags you shouldn't ignore. We already did this
We
one.
did red flags for sure.
Yeah.
I remember that. It might not have been the same.
I think it is 'cause it's the
Article.
same article because I remember the 2 people in the picture and like the stock photo.
Yeah, we definitely did that one then.
No wonder it showed up on my feed. Apparently, Insider thinks I care a lot about their articles.
Well, we talked about them twice, so
We have.
care a little bit.
What do you got here?
Nah, that's all we got time for.
Really?
Yeah.
We talked a lot about UFC,
UFC.
movies. That's going to be,
That's a good.
that'll be a thing.
Yeah,
The movie thing.
I think that'll be a good thing for guests too. Like, hey, come up with a movie title.
Yeah.
You've got 40 minutes to think about it.
And you got to explain it. You got to put out a simple plot, at least.
Yeah,
Dang.
I think that's good.
I like it. I've already started making a list. I'm excited.
I think it's better when it's just on the fly,
True.
but
Which there's some of that too.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like think about who's going to play the characters and
Yeah.
stuff. But Daniel Day-Lewis, let's get on this.
the Candlemaker.
Which one was in the Candlemaker?
Yeah, with Mark Ruffalo.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang.
Do you remember the movie? It wasn't Mark Ruffalo. It was like the kids went missing. Like all of a sudden there was these kids that went missing and then they found them in like the front yard. There was like a tunnel system underneath this house.
No.
I need to figure out what that
Is
movie
it scary?
was.
Suspenseful?
It's suspenseful.
I like
It's about like they think all these kids are getting murdered, and I think some of them are to a degree. But
I just thought of another one. This is good.
anyways,
Yeah. Anyway, guys, that was episode 88.
yep.
Thank you. Thanks again for letting us into your hearts and minds and your homes
And your movie titles.
and your Ruffalos.
Yeah.